How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin here. We're getting ready to take the camper out, and we're going to head down to the Elk River. We got some friends down there. They've got a nice little place along the river. Invited us down. Of course, we're going to do a little bit of work while we're down there. They're trying to build onto a cabin down there, and thought we'd go down and help them out. Stay a few days. Take a break. I got everything loaded up. We're about ready to go. I'm waiting on Julie. I'll tell you what, this thing has worked out great. We got the generator in there because we may have to use our generator this weekend. It's supposed to get pretty hot, so we want to make sure we can run the air condition, and I don't want to overload their power system down there because we just don't want to overload it. So we got the generator with us. We're going to get everything filled up, get ready to go.
Oh my God, look at this road.
Well, guys, we're about 5 hours into our trip. Now we're on a road here going into the camp.
That's full of mud.
This is actually an old train tracks is what it is. And they use it for a road.
And it stormed really bad last night, so yeah, it's nice and muddy for us.
But we're making it. We haven't had to put it in four-wheel drive yet, but we may have to. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, boy.
That's my friend up in front of us there. He's kind of guiding us into here. We always have a hard time every time we come down here.
Yeah, it's
to get into this place.
All the back roads.
Yeah. You drive on goat paths is what it is. And
oh, boy.
It's rough getting in and out. But it's nice with the
man, look at that.
The box trailer camper. It's really nice. It's been nice because the clearance is pretty good on the camper, which helps.
Look at the, oh my gosh, I hope we don't get stuck.
We won't get stuck.
Oh my goodness, this is awful. Oh Lord.
You gotta love it.
No, I'm not helping wash. You're washing the truck and the camper, not me.
I just stuck it in four-wheel drive, so we make sure we get through this slop.
Oh Lordy.
Oh, it's a mess.
Well, Danny said it was bad, but geez, he wasn't kidding.
Now, the last time we come down here, if you guys watched our videos before on the Elk River, you remember I hit the tongue of my trailer or my hitch, and the hitch got bent, and we ended up fixing it, but we ended up, after we got back home from vacation from Arizona, we actually cut that hitch off and we put a new hitch on that would go up a little higher.
Oh my goodness.
Just for this purpose, for being able to go off-road a little bit. And, you know, we're definitely off-road right now. This is definitely off-road. So we got about 3 miles. Actually about 3 miles of this to do on this road here, just basically like this. So it's gonna be a little rough, but we'll get it. Let's see my wind is fogging up here. Oh yeah,
wow.
She's deep. Oh, we hit.
It'd probably be fun if you didn't mind getting dirty and had some four-wheelers.
Oh yeah.
We used to love to do that. We couldn't wait for it to rain and go out and get on our four-wheelers and go mudding.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if I'd pull this camper through here without four-wheel drive. I don't think I could. I don't think it'd pull it.
Yeah.
We're in some slop.
Yeah.
I hit one time.
Pretty nice little
No, we just hit again now.
oh, some pretty nice little places down in here.
I just wonder if it was my steps that hit.
Oh, I don't know.
We'll see. Our steps might have hit back there.
Oh my goodness.
I heard something hit.
I didn't know it was this bad.
I didn't either, but
oh wow.
we're gonna try to stay on the high spots here. Everything in the camper will probably be all tossed around in there.
Yeah.
That's all right. We'll get her back in shape.
Yeah, our friend up here, Danny, this is his mother's place down in here. We've been down here a couple of times, but never when it was this bad.
definitely a nice place to go. I mean, it's nice, but it is for sure on the back roads.
Yeah.
We're almost there. I think there's, like you said, I think this trail or this path goes about 3 miles across it. So I'm hoping we're through the worst of it back there. I hope.
Yeah, at one time we thought about buying a piece of property down here just to camp on, but I don't know.
Well, we've heard that they were going to turn this road here into rails and trails. And that would mean that it would be for bicycles and people to hike on. And if they do that, you're not going to have access.
It's going to be kind of landlocked.
Yeah,
you know?
It'll kind of be landlocked. And the only way you'll be able to get to your property is actually to take a boat across the Elk River to your property.
Yeah. I don't
think
I would want to do that.
It'd be a little tough getting in and out of your property.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice down in here, nice and peaceful, and
it's beautiful. And the Elk River is right off to it's right over here.
Yeah, you can see it right down there. It's all muddy right now.
Yeah, it's been raining, so. Yeah, we definitely, I think the road looks like it's getting a little better.
A little better, yeah.
Yeah, we can get a shot of this river right here, Jewel, maybe.
Here.
I think you could see it out this way.
Yeah, it's all nice and muddy right now.
You can see the Elk River right there.
Looks like a river of milk chocolate.
Definitely pretty cool, though.
Yeah, right there's the river.
Yeah. All right, if we get into any more big mud holes, we'll give you guys a holler. Let you come back and see what we run into. Man, was that road something or what? That was a crazy road, but it's a cool adventure to get back in here. I enjoy it every time I come. I mean, although every time I come I bend something. We did hit, and you remember when I said, oh, we hit something? Well, we hit the steps, and I'll show you what it did to my steps. I think I can fix them. Well, I know I can fix them. If not, I'll put a new set on back on. But a little adventure coming in, fun. This is the next morning. When we got here, I didn't want to break out the camera and go nuts with it because a lot of people don't like the camera. Some people don't, some people do. So anyhow, everybody's pretty much asleep now, so I can do some videoing. I thought I'd fill you guys in on what all's going on and what I did last night. Last night we had we got the camper all set up, and it was a bit hot last night when we went to bed. We turned the air conditioner on, and I used the generator. We didn't have any power on this side this time. We could have got power. She offered me power. I said no. I had a little generator, and I wanted to run it because I really haven't ran it since it was new. So it's been running probably about, I don't know, 13, 14 hours over there. And honestly, it didn't even use a half tank of fuel. But it's not running on the real high. It's on that eco right now. So only when the air conditioner will kick on will that thing kick up. So, but half tank of fuel last night did real well. I thought so. So that thing is actually really neat. But I'll show you the steps. What happened to the steps? I hope that motor ain't too loud for you guys. When we got into that mud, right here's what hit, and it bent these steps over. And it's not real bad. It's not bad enough that I can't go in there and press that back out and get my steps to work. They might even still work, but I don't know. I didn't try them. Julie's in there sleeping. But as you can see, we're set up pretty good right here. Nice little quiet lot. I got some coffee going. We're going to get up and walk around. I'm going to get the camera, and we're going to move around a little bit and give you guys some video footage of these cabins that they're building. And they're actually going to work on one today. They're supposed to, I was supposed to help them work on this one down here. There's one right over here. This gentleman's name's Josh. And that's his cabin right in here. It's hard to see it, but it's right there. They're going to be building onto the back of it. So they're going to do the floor today, I guess. And we're going to give them a hand, which I thought would be pretty cool. And I think I might have showed you guys the other cabin down here, the main cabin. It's sitting right there is the main cabin right in there. And then since we were here, they built another cabin right over there. So there's 3 cabins right here in a row. They're all family members. Actually, from what I understand, the lady that owns most of this here, well, the original owner, she has family all up and down this hall, and she lives in that house right there, the cabin right here in the middle. So I'll get that to you in here in a little bit, but we're brewing up some coffee over here. I'm gonna get me a cup of coffee, get settled down a little bit here, and then we'll get something going. I don't know if we're gonna get settled down or gonna wind it up a little bit. I think we're gonna have to wind up because I'm tired. As you guys know, I come here, I can't resist coming down to this river. The Elk River is such a beautiful place. And I think since the last time I was here, they've done a lot of cleaning off, which is really nice. They're thinking about maybe putting in some campgrounds up here, maybe some tent camping, and maybe some type of possibly a little store of some type, because they're in such a good location for the river traffic. And they had talked about putting rails for trails behind their house. See, it was old train tracks, and I'll show you guys when I go back up there where they travel. It could make it a little rough for them because they would have to cross this river to get to their house, but this water since yesterday has went down a lot. Yesterday it was like real milky. You guys remember on the video. And it doesn't take long for this water to actually settle down and start turning to a nice color again. This is the Elk River. A lot of people love to kayak this thing and fish it. It's good water in here. So it's a little bit higher than the last time. If you guys remember, last time I was down here, I was down over the hill, and a dog come down to meet me, I think it was. And we were out there a little bit, but they've had some rain the last few days, and it's up just a little bit. But I don't think it takes long for it to go down. As you seen yesterday, it was really high and mucky, muddy. And over here is the new cabin they put in. And they're going to be renting this cabin out on the Elk River. I'm not sure when, but he had talked about renting it out. I'm not sure how that would go, but if you guys want any information on it, I would be more than glad to get in contact with him. But I know they're not quite finished with it yet, but when they get it all sided and everything's done, I think they're going to rent it out to kind of recoup some of his money. But it's definitely a cool little cabin. 24 by 24. I'm not sure how many it's going to sleep or what, but I'm sure I'll talk to him, and maybe I can help you guys out with it if you wanted to come down here on the Elk River and stay. You have a nice, peaceful place on the river. This is the other cabin here. This is the first cabin they put down here. I was told that one of her sons actually slept down in there in a tent almost all winter long while they were building this thing. And that's really cool little cabins. I'm just showing you a view of the cabins from this side, and then there's another one over there. We're going to be working over there, so I'm going to get some footage of that a little bit later. Now, my favorite thing about going camping is being able to cook our breakfast. We're going to do some yellow potatoes, which I've never fried before in a skillet, but we're going to give them a try. And we're going to do Julie's plate first, which will be bacon and potatoes. So we're going to whip this up and eat us some good breakfast. What I like to do is I cook the bacon right in with the potatoes. That way you kind of get the flavor of the bacon in with the potatoes. And there may be a time when you have to pull the bacon out because it's getting too crispy, because it usually takes a good while for your potatoes to get good golden brown. We'll get them nice and crispy, and I think Julie will really like that. So there's what they look like in the skillet there, and we're just going to stir them up just a little bit here and get that bacon down under that grease. Let that bacon start cooking. That's what's going to give us our flavor in there. Alright, that plate's starting to look pretty good. We're going to let her crisp up a little more so you can get that bacon crisping up a little more. I started cooking breakfast. Look here, look who showed up. He smelt it. He said, "What are you cooking, Kevin?" I just like to have one little bite. Okay, he's waiting on me. I never said nothing to him, but he's sure waiting. And he's patiently waiting too. He thinks he's going to get breakfast. I figure he'll probably get something. Look at him. Poor little guy. So, our plate's starting to look good here. Get it zipped out so you can see it. Doesn't that look good? Bacon and potatoes. Not good for you, but good. Alright, another quick look at them potatoes and bacon before I get ready to take them out. They're looking pretty good. I'm not so sure that those gold potatoes are good for frying. They don't seem like they're getting real crispy, but I'm sure they're going to be just fine. Alright, there's the other cabin that they're working on the floor. We're supposed to help him with this floor today. I'm not sure whether he's going to get to it or not. They were having a good time last night, so I'm not sure how much work's going to be going into it. But it's almost 1.5 sizes bigger than what it is now by the time he gets it built. We'll walk down and take a look at it. Yeah, I think I showed this cabin on one of my videos before. It's pretty cool. As you can see, the platform that he's putting this up, this is going to be his floor. It's about 1.5 times bigger than what the original cabin is. It's supposed to be a lot higher too. So I think he's doing a pretty good job. So hopefully we get to build on this thing just sometime today. Calling for rain, so I'm not sure if he'll do it or not. It's hard to believe that's all cut stone too. All the way across. Now, look at that top stone right on there. How much you think that thing weighs right there? That's a lot of weight.
Oh, yeah. And look at some of the size of those back in there, you know.
They're huge. Well, somebody in the hollow just gave away a trailer. It's got written on the side of it, "Free, must move. Just take key indoor." They gave it away because I guess a tree had poked a hole in the roof of it. And what they're doing now with it is they're gonna strip it. They're gonna take everything out of it that might be of any good. It had a brand new air conditioner. The guy said he put a brand new air conditioner in it. It's got a new refrigerator in it, but they're going to strip it down, and I guess somebody else is going to take the rest of it. They're going to take like a lot of the stuff out of it that's any good, and another junk guy, I guess, is going to take the rest of it. But I sure would make a nice trailer for a sawmill or something, I'll tell you that. Yeah, it's a big old trailer. Take the top off of it. I figure I'd share that with you guys. Free trailer, can you imagine that? Lots of nice windows in that thing. If I had that when I was building my box trailer, I could have had some windows. Everyone's probably wondering where the old Bendix went to. Well, there's the Bendix, and there's actually my buddies in there with his whole family, and that's where they've been staying over this weekend. So they're putting it to use, and they're getting use out of it. I love coming down to the river. You can see we have a friend here that's brung his canoe, and he takes it out on the water. And that was the old guy I showed you a little picture of earlier. It was yesterday afternoon. I couldn't get down there. I didn't know he went out. I wanted to get some pictures of him on the water. But he literally brung this thing down by the water by himself. It's unreal. But the old guy's definitely got some energy. Love coming down to the water. It's so nice down there. This water's moving along pretty fast right now. Boy, if I just brung a fishing pole, probably could have dirt out there and caught us some fish. Could have took them up there and cooked them right at the camper. It's so peaceful here. Really nice. One of these days I'd like to come down here and bring my kayak, a couple kayaks. Yeah, I swear I see someone down there fishing. Can't tell. It looks like someone down there. I don't know, we'll look here in a little bit. It's foggy. It does look like someone down there, but I can't tell. This is what the water looks like. It's pretty nice today. It's starting to get clear, a lot clearer than what it was. When we first came, we had that real like chocolate look or cocoa or whatever, but now it's starting to green up a little bit, and it's unreal. It's crazy to see how fast this water is actually going. Always have to have a view of this river, and about every video I make of this Elk River, you're going to see a view of it for sure. You can't beat it. Now, since the last time we were down here, they actually put in a bathhouse for guys, everybody take a shower and go to the bathroom right behind the house here, which is actually pretty cool. And all the water is actually coming from a spring off the top of this mountain here, right up in there behind me. There's a mountain up in there, and there's a spring coming out of there, and they got a line coming down through the creek here. There's a line right here. See that black line? That line right there goes all the way up on the top of that mountain up there. Way up into there. And there's a spring up there. And that water comes down. And they got it down here feeding this. This is their bathhouse now. So you could take a shower and go to the bathroom. And all the water's fed from that spring. And what's crazy is Julie took a shower yesterday, which she loved it a lot. It was really nice to be able to take a shower like that. And she said her hair feels soft. And I told her, I said, that's because of all the chemicals that are in our water. Well, you don't got no chemicals in this water. It's coming out of a spring. So that's why your hair feels soft. She said her skin feels soft. That's because there's no chemicals. So that was pretty cool. I really like the bathhouse. These guys really got it nice set up down here. This is a view of the railroad track where they come down through, and that's the road that we came up last night. It's long. Just the old railroad tracks. Pretty neat. The only problem with the railroad tracks, if they do, like I said, if they do take this and turn it into rails or trails and the government takes over it, all these people along this bottom of this river here is not going to have no road into their cabins. You're going to have to get a boat and come by boat. That's about the only way, or you're going to walk in, which would be, I guess it's not a bad thing, I guess, but you can't get anything heavy in here. Like if you wanted something big, you can't get it in here, and that's going to be a little bit hard for them. But even to build, could you imagine building a cabin out here and having to take every stick of lumber across that river, or up or down it? But they do it in Alaska, so it can't be that rough. But it's definitely going to be a little rough for them if they turn this into rails and trails. But I think they'll make things do. They always do. These people, they get a hurdle, they just jump right over it. They figure something out and they make it work. So, well, before we leave, I wanted to talk a little bit about the generator, the Honda generator. This is the EG2800. Got to let you guys know I couldn't recommend this thing enough. We actually used it about 24 hours in our stay down here. Run the air conditioner and microwave, everything in the camper, pretty much ran it for about 24 hours, and this thing didn't miss a lick. The first night we used about a half of a tank of fuel, but we didn't have the air conditioner on as much, so last night we used the air conditioner more. We had the air conditioner basically on all night, and it used a full tank, and that tank is about 2 gallons, so lasted a long time on that 2 gallons. Couldn't recommend it enough. Beautiful little generator, worked out great. There goes a guy with a whole load of kayaks. Get ready to get on the Elk River. Well, everyone, I think this is the end of our little journey down here to the Elk River. We had a lot of fun down here. What's crazy about this area here is everybody is so nice. You drive down this road and the people wave at you. And it's really nice. They make you feel welcome down here. We do like the Elk River, and we had a really, really good time down here. You have anything to say, Jim? You just look kind of crazy.
I don't know.
How was your time?
It was nice. It was a pretty nice weekend. It did rain just a little bit yesterday. Got everything all wet again, but other than that, it was nice. Yeah,
we had a good time. It's been a long time since me and Julie went out and had a really good time, and I think we did. We had a great time down here, and with all the people welcoming us here, Loretta and Dave, we would like to tell you both thank you for letting us come and stay.
Loretta, she's an awesome singer, and she was doing karaoke last night. Unfortunately, we couldn't put any of that in our video because, you know,
copyright.
Yeah, the music, you know.
One day we hope to come back down and get Loretta on video at her cabin.
Singing some original songs.
Yeah, some of her songs, because she does a lot of her own songs too.
Yeah.
She's wrote songs and everything. But definitely had a really good time down here, guys, and everything has worked out really good. We cooked with the 5-pound propane tank, and we've been cooking with it, and it still feels like it's full. I don't know exactly how much is in it, but we'll probably fill it up before our next trip and let you know how much we use. And I did talk a little bit about the generator. Generator worked great. We had air conditioning, we had everything, didn't have a bit of problem. We used very little bit of fuel, I think, the whole time we was here. I was lucky for the whole weekend. I probably used, I would say, 4 gallons of fuel for the whole weekend, which is not too bad. So I would like to tell everybody, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave us thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Till next time. Now don't forget, anytime you guys are in Clendenton down here on the Elk River, I hope I'm saying that right, this is a place to come get pizza. Every single time we come down here, me and Julie has to stop in here and grab her a pizza. This is a look at the front of the store. Don't forget, stop in and grab a pizza. They got the best pizza around. Well, I'll tell you what, it really tastes good to me, so come down and get yourself pizza.